Use it or lose it. I used my freedom as acting voice of solutions to write to our rookie representative, Bill Richardson. We were thankful for his actions in the Bitter Lakes trespass, although late in our attempt to help him get on the committee that watched James Watt. Having recently seen him in the House debate gave me an idea. I wanted to remind him of our support and our desire to play. I suggested he make a deal with the phone company to set up an ongoing computer phone poll listing the issues before him in the House, to make it easy for his constituents to call in our opinions to him. Such a poll would not only keep him abreast of what was important to us, it would also encourage individual participation, advance the rebirth of positive feeling amongst the masses, keep us informed of what he was doing, and give us time to act if necessary. I also began a correspondence with our new Senator, Jeff Bingaman. I encouraged him to speak up for those of us who wanted to disarm the world and shift our national focus from oppressive governments, those we supported as well as those we used to fuel the arms race, to an uplifting of the human spirit. Thanking us for sharing our views and support, Jeff advised us that the administration was using a backdoor approach to increase military aid for El Salvador. By sending a bill through certain committees, the full Congress could be denied a vote. It would have been easy to give in to discouragement, in that those who use the military industrial complex to entrench their economic world dominance were cheating and misusing self-government, the very experiment in government intended to enhance life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I chose instead to feel the blessing of having representatives that shared values of concern for their fellows and for life as a whole. This led to a more heartfelt relationship. I chose to believe that if my involvement created the representatives of my imagining, this is the secret of life, what you think is what you create, then others must also be creating their positive dreams in a similar way. Given that experience has shown me that my representation would reflect my involvement, I submitted a written request for appointment as a special deputy voter registration officer to the office of county clerk. I let them know that I could read, write legibly, that I was otherwise competent to perform the duties prescribed in the election code. I asserted that I was not a spouse or a child of a person who was a candidate in any election nor an elected official. And I informed the clerk that I was the founding member of a non-qualified minor political party, the Rock and Roll Party, and had been a voter registered with said party affiliation for more than 30 days. I told them I wanted to register people to vote. It didn't matter so much how they voted, as long as they moved out of the apathy that was destroying our nation and went to the polls and cast their ballots. In short order, I added to my repertory of titles that of Deputy Voter Registration Officer. Despite my success in expressing my views and wants, the greater right of the people to express themselves was threatened in a very clear way in late March, when James Watt banned rock and roll from the 4th of July celebration at the Washington Monument, canceling the Beach Boys and replaced them with Wayne Newton. The following is the text of the Rock and Roll Party response as aired on 94 Rock. The outcry of Republicans, Democrats, and independents to James Watt's recent attack has shown that rock and roll cuts across all political lines. This act can only weaken the present administration's chain of authority to force its own values upon the people on Independence Day. So take heart, rockers. The impending explosion of Watt's witless weapons against rock will increase our unity as individuals, and Watt will be all but destroyed by the fallout when Wayne Neutron bombs.